All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another DC Worlds Collide video. This is Mr. Squirrel, and now we are going to kneel before Zod. Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I have badge 30, rank 10. My God, is this dude broken? So, their devs have clarified this. This is clarified. So I want to talk about his affinity before we do anything else, because this is the part of the character's kit that's absolutely cracked. And the clarification is that this wording is correct, and that what we got from the community managers and that what the in-game news, the email they sent out, was actually wrong. What do I mean by this? So the first time an ally is defeated, they are revived to 30% HP and instantly use their ultimate for free. This applies to all characters on your team synergy. So every character on your team, well, not just team synergy, but on your team, gets a revive. This is like the Oprah Winfrey, but thanks to one of my commenters, like, you get a revive, you get a revive, you get a revive. Yes, everyone gets a revive based on the wording of this. So just take note, General Zod is without a doubt insanely cracked. This is power creep. This is, I don't care what anyone says, this is the best team synergy in the game by a country mile. There ain't nothing, there is no team synergy that has anything on this. Block, Mr. T, none of it. Sorry. They don't have squat. Mr. T is still in the running for second best, but it doesn't compete with this at all. At all. This team synergy is on another level. It is sustain and damage combined. It is insane. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, because I want to show you a team. I've put together a team that's really annoying, and I think probably one of the better teams in the game. I'm running it as my new arena team. I'm going to run this team. We're going to just watch arena today because I put a lot of work into making this team work. And I think it does what it does. And I think it's kind of scary in the way that it works. Now, again, I will say this. Mr. T is still a very, very good team. I just think this power creeps it. I'm going to be real with y'all. At the same time, it is about time. I mean, Mr. T's team hasn't been power crept for 4 months. At the same time, I'm a little worried, because this is like leaps and bounds better than everything else in the game. I'm just going to be honest with you. Is power creep inevitable? Yes. Was I right when I said that they're going to power creep through team synergies? Yes. Is General Zod's kit overall anything super insanely crazy? I don't think his kit overall is anything insane crazy, but his team synergy is going to be one of the most valuable team synergies in the game. I think it is the most valuable team synergy in the game. I think everyone should at least get a copy of him and try to get him as fast to rank 10 as you possibly can. When you see him at rank 10, you are going to just sit there and just, oh my God. Now, let's talk about something else. I need to talk about this. So in my previous video, I got people kind of saying, oh, you run like 2 other Kryptonians. Okay, I'm running him with 2 other Kryptonians. Now, there is a bug still, and this needs to be fixed, or his entire badge 30 is completely useless. And so I don't think his badge 30 is meant to be, like, is meant to literally do nothing. And what do I mean by that? So in this part of his kit right here, if 2 or more Kryptonians are on General Zod's team, reduce General Zod's ult cost by 2. So he should have a consistent ult cost of 2. Now, at badge 30, what happens is General Zod's ultimate cost is now reduced by 1 for each Kryptonian on his team. So those 2 things should compound on each other. So if you have running 2 other Kryptonians on, so I'm going to say he doesn't count. I'm going to literally just say, okay, don't count Zod. So if I'm running a total of 3 Kryptonians on the team, so let's just say I'm going to have him and Superboy, right? Or DCU Soups and normal Soups, right? I'm going to run both of them. That's 3 Kryptonians. That's 2 Kryptonians from the skill. That's a cost, reduce the cost of 2. And that's 2 Kryptonians for the badge, which should reduce it by another 2. And if they're not doing that, then his badge 30 is completely useless. It legitimately does nothing. So the max amount of people you should Kryptonians on the team, including himself, is 3. So him and 2 others. If otherwise, this skill right here at badge 10 and his badge, or sorry, at rank 10 and his badge at 30, his badge 30 literally is useless. It does nothing. If that's the case, then the badge 30 needs to be completely reworked. because then this is completely useless. And I'm going to show you today because it's not 0. So in its current form, his badge 30 is actually, well, this skill is not proccing. And his badge is the only thing proccing. So this is actually, the issue is, I'm going to tell you right now, it's this skill. It's not triggering at badge 30. It's not. This level 3 right here of reducing cost by 2 with 2 or more Kryptonians, so having a total of 3 on the team, it's not triggering, which means there's a bug. So, and this needs to be fixed because this will actually, it's hurting him because he should have a free ult. And you're running multiple Superman or Kryptonians and all that jazz. So we're going to run some arena trials today. I'm going to run them against stronger teams, not so strong teams. I have a very unique team I'm going to run today that is not going to be super frostbite or burn based. It's actually going to be based more around this idea of ultimate characters, because characters that have really strong ults, like Wonder Woman is going to be very good. Hal Jordan, these characters that have super strong ults are going to be very strong with him because they get a free ult. Like imagine, for instance, Wonder Woman goes, stuns everyone, then she dies, and then comes back and stuns everyone again. Okay? Now that we all see how absolutely broken this is going to be. In PvP, this thing's going to be nuts. On PvE, it's nuts. This thing is absolutely insane. General ZOD is, we all will be kneeling before ZOD. We have a new meta in hand. Also, do just take note that some characters now have 3 lives, so have fun with that one. All right, I'll show you my new annoying team. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show it against a weaker team. This is an 8 million power team, as you can see right here. So I am running Old School Soups, who is rank 9, DCU Soups, who is rank 10, Hal, who we already know is 10, Zod 10, and then Aquaman 11. The point of this team is to not die. We'll see how it does that. I have been contemplating different strategies for this. I think actually I'm going to move things around. Actually, I wanted to do this. And then I'm going to probably throw out, I just like the idea of the stun. I do think the stun is really good. The crypto also works really well, but in the order that I'm running these, crypto does come too late and then he's not doing. I'd just rather have the stun in this case. Okay, so I want to show this team off. Again, this is meant to be like, how does this team do against a team that is generally weaker than it? And you're going to see it kind of doing some absolutely crazy things. Now I'm going to get the throne, so I get the buff. You're also, so now look, Zod is 2 cost ult, which means that something is not triggering, or they're overlapping with each other, and then that's not good either. Now, again, this is a block-ish kind of team. So we'll see how this team does. I'm going to be real with you. My team is so insanely hard to kill that good luck is all I'm going to say. This team is very difficult to kill, like insanely difficult to kill, because of Aquaman and because of Zod. The majority of the characters have multiple lives, as we can see right here. So now, like, you can see Hal Jordan has the, invulnerability up right now. He's free from taking any kind of damage. Okay, now he's going to do his first ult. Now, mind you, this is going to put fear on everyone because, again, I'm running Parallax. Well, not everyone. It's, okay, there we go. Now, mind you, again, so... Why does he still have that? There's some weird things happening now. That's a little weird. Why does he have... this team is a little... I've been noticing it's a little glitchy. So we'll see. Yup. Bye-bye. Yeah. See? I mean, I have tons of damage. And then I have 3 characters with 3 lives. And I have 2 characters with 2 lives. I have invulnerability on this team. I'm kind of... Like, I know I'm going to see this team now because I'm realizing people, like, are going to run this team. And I'm kind of sad that, this team is very annoying. Like, this is probably one of the hardest teams to kill. Again, do I think it's, right now, I think this is probably one of the better teams in the game. I do think once Firestorm and Killer Frost come out, we'll see a little bit of a shift. Okay. I'm glad I'm going up against this team. Mostly tactical, which means my team is mostly weak against it. I've gone both ways on this team. This team is stronger than my team by about 600k. And this is a Mr. T team, which means it's already going to be just an absolute pain to deal with. I have won and I have lost against this team, but do take note, it is stronger, and 600,000 is quite a big difference in PvP. You normally want to be pretty close to each other because it's PvP. All right, so again, I've won a couple times and I've lost a couple times against this team. So it really kind of just depends if I can take out someone because of the, what's his name? Mr. T. it's the Mr. T and where my attacks go. And so it really just kind of depends. Again, this really is just kind of coming down to how well can I... Okay, see, that was wasted, unfortunately. My Superman is going to... He's not crazy. Now, this is... See, that's fully wasted. Does nothing. So that is actually really good for me. This is why this team is so incredibly annoying to deal with. Because you are now dealing with something that is just like... Mind you, my Supermen both have 3 lives. All of them. Every single one of them has a 3rd life, right? Like DC, and I still haven't procced what's his name's. Still haven't procced Superman's invulnerability yet. Neither Superman have had it procced yet. Now they're gonna have it procced. Okay, perfect. Okay, see, it's a little wasted here. Aquaman is okay. I just like the idea that, like, so again, it is a little wasted. I just like, well, I need Aquaman right now just because I do like the healing. Oh, see, now I won. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Okay, bye. But again, see, and mind you, if my Hal Jordan had died, he would have come back and ulted again. The only goal is to get Hal ult one time, and then after he ults the first time, even if he dies, he comes back and procs the rod, and he's doing a crazy ult after this. Oh my god, this team is so insane. Okay, so unfortunately, I can't find a lot of teams. Now, again, I do want to just demonstrate this. We'll watch it again. This team is nuts. I'm actually going to probably do a friend battle after this, just so I can show a team that is probably way stronger than me, so we can watch the death effects. Because, again, if I'm not dying, this team isn't kind of in full motion of itself. Like, this team is already very tanky and super crazy. You also notice that I have ZOD in the back. ZOD is still built tanky, kind of like speedy tanky. Because again, I just want him, helping with the burns and the frostbite, right? I do think, and I will just be honest with you, I do think I really like this team. I am more kind of curious when Firestorm and Killer Frost come out. I do think that they will, based on their ult, Killer Frost seems like she really wants her ult so that she can go into this like unique state. While Firestorm will probably have something like those buffs are probably going to be associated with his ultimate, creating these characters that really want to ult a lot. And you have a character that essentially allows them, even if they're dead, to come back and use their ults for free, making them. I think the go-to team is really just going to be, and I'll talk about this team. I'm working on building another piece of this. Is Superman, Superboy, Killer Frost, and Firestorm. I think that's going to be the team. I think that's going to be the absolute cray-cray team that will just be something you don't want to see in PvP. It'll proc all the things for all the characters. It'll have tons of burn and frostbite. You're gonna be doing a ton of damage. And then Superboy, I've really held the notion that I think Superboy is very good. I just didn't think his team synergy was the best. This ult looks so good too. This is probably one of my favorite looking ults in the game. Yeah, this is pretty much it. GG's. All right, let's go do a little bit stronger of a fight. Okay, there's a 4 mil difference here. So I'm using Vegito. I'm using your team as a demonstration here. I am probably going to get absolutely murked, but I want to demonstrate this team. And I want to show in a very high deficit, what can this team do? Again, this is a 4 million. This is like 1.5 times my team's power. So do take note. I am most likely going to get destroyed. Okay. So here we go. All right. Let's see what happens here. I am genuinely curious to see if I can actually pull this off. Oh boy. Yep. Ooh. That stung a little bit. Well, it's a good thing that I have this up. There's a wasted ult on his part. Yeah, that's actually very, very good what just happened right there. Ooh, it's that poison, man. Oh, okay. Okay, well, this, again, I don't anticipate we're going to win this. It's just that the deficit is so high here that I would really, as long as my Superman can, oh, this is going to hurt. This is on my, oh no, it's going to go on ZOD. Actually, this is okay. He's going to get the, okay, yep, there we go. Oh, there seems to be a weird little bug going on here. Oh, boy. Did he die? Did Hal just die? Yep, he did just die. Dang it. But, no, see, this is what I didn't want to have happen, because Hal dying there actually kind of screws up my entire plans, because I really wanted Hal. The goal is that Hal can survive through his first ult. When he survives his first ult, he uses his first ult, his second ult comes back for free, which is when I'm gonna. So this is, I just lost this fight. The power deficit here is way too high, which is just annoying. I mean, it's not annoying. It's just, it is. Oh, hello. I actually did his. Oh, it was for free. I get to use. Oh, hey, what do you know? Cool. Now, again, I still have other characters that need to die. So, I mean, this is where this is going to get kind of interesting. And now they've got Shelter. See, again, noticing how annoying this team is. Like, so many ults. Oh, boy. Yeah, ow. Oh, my God, that hurts. Yeah, that crypto just wiped me out. Okay, does this give me... Did Zod... Oh, Zod... Oh, he didn't... Oh, wait, does Zod come back? Nope. Yep, Zod's coming back. Oh, boy. See, I mean, again, guys, this is pretty good, all things considered. Like, all things considered, pretty gnarly. I mean, that's, yes, again, I get it. Like, Mr. T destroyed me here. But that's a 4 mil difference. I'm just saying. It's kind of crazy. And I do think this team's going to get a lot better once we get some... That's spicy, y'all. Okay. So this is, I think, a little bit more reasonable. I want to do one more fight because I really want to demonstrate how crazy ZOD is. And I think that people are seeing it. And I hope so, at least. This team synergy is legitimately power creeping the game. I'm just going to be real with everybody. As long as you got a Frostbite, and I do think, though, you really want to kind of run Frostbite. I think this, like, revive and use your ult kind of thing is very, very good. But again, it really does just want... It's okay. Now, again, I don't know if Aquaman's the best here. There's a lot of overlapping with invulnerability for the tanks, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And I do think Hal Jordan will have his own team in time when we get to the lanterns. But again, this team is crazy. It's really nuts how just, like, now I've got my protection up. As long as Hal gets his first ult off, we're good to go. Okay, let's get some whatchamacallit going here. Let's get some let's get Zod going. Let's do Zod things. Come on, Zod. There we go. All right, freeze that front line. Okay, perfect. All right, Zod's got some invulnerability here. All right. That's not going to do a whole heck of a lot to Superman. Okay. That's good. That's fine. All right. Now, here's where this is. Now we're going to get a little cray-cray. Again, I do want to take note. Okay, Hal Jordan's coming up. Now he'll get to go again. Because, again, apparently this is free, which also means it doesn't go on cooldown. Now, mind you... Oh, I'm dead? Oh, that's not good. Well, that sucks. Now, I might not have enough... Yeah, I don't have enough damage. Oh, well. Again, it's a 1.2 million difference. This is a pretty sizable difference in power. Again, I do think this team synergy is absolutely cracked, though. So, I mean... guys, 1.2 mil is no joke. And I've already showed that this team can hit above its weight class on a comparable team, which was Mr. T, which I do consider as being the next best team in the game, right? But this team did destroy a 600k difference team. Oh, we're having a little bit of lag here. Sorry, give me a second. All right, we're good. So this video, I think, does a good job of showcasing just how absolutely absurd this new team synergy is. Not to mention, essentially, how free it is. It works with so many characters, right? And I'm still alive here. 1.2 mil difference. Just saying. And again, these characters aren't optimally built. They're like, you could do this like differently. I actually don't even think this is the most optimal team. I really like, I'm just playing around with different teams. I just like this team. I think it's fun. It's like, you'd probably have better luck with more DPS, AoE DPS, to do more things, like not run Aquaman and maybe run like a Constantine or like actually like a Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman could be cracked on this team. Like, you just run a Wonder Woman to her ult first, and then you run a screw Zod's ult and just run Wonder Woman and then run Hal Jordan. So there is that. That could be crazy. But the more I play this, the more I really think everyone should be pulling at least one copy and then try to 8th metal this dude all the way up to 10 if you can. This should be probably one of the characters that you heavily prioritize. I stand by should you summon video, and the answer to that question is yes. Now that I know his team synergy is not bugged and that it is for every character gets a revive, you don't need a healer on his team. You don't need a support, which is why Firestorm, being an attack-based character that carries support with him, is going to be so insane. Yeah, I just generally, guys, I really do encourage everyone to summon for him. His team synergy is absolutely cracked, and he will work with Kryptonians. Here's the thing: 6 months down the line, just so everybody knows, we're gonna get another Supergirl, because Supergirl will come out, and when she comes out, we're gonna get a new Supergirl. There's a new broken character that'll work with ZOD. Who knows what the meta will be like then? But I'm just telling you now, he's good. So you might want to summon for him. Okay. Hope this video helps. As always, remember, failing is your first attempt at learning.